everybody, welcome back to my channel, Making Stuff with Mrs. Baroody. This is my co-teacher today, Cecilia Pearl, CC for short. She's going to hang out for a minute and then I'm sure she'll wander off. So today we're going to review some colors by singing one of our songs. A few of my students have done this already. Former students have done this and some of you haven't done it. See, I told you, she abandoned me already. So we're going to review some colors, like I said, with a song, and then I'm going to read a very special book that's been requested by several people, adults and children alike, and I hope you like it as much as I do. But before we do that, really quick, I'm just going to give you a little hint of what we're going to do in the next Wednesday video for our younger students. So I have a good morning song. I sing with the kindergartners and first graders, even though sometimes it's not morning. Like right now, it's about 5 o'clock at night at my house, but before we can sing the song, you have to learn some of the sign language we do with it. So for next week, what I need you to remember is just this sign. It's how you say good in sign language. And you make your hand flat like this. I tuck my thumb in. I put the fingers on my chin and I say good. Can you practice that? Good. Nice job. So that's going to be part of our good morning song, which we'll talk about next week. All right. So while you're at home, being creative, I want you also working on that good for good morning, okay? So our song, it's a song that maybe the grown-ups that you have sitting with you might know from when they were kids. It's called Ba Ba Black Sheep. And this song, it's kind of fun to do with colors because when we hear Ba Ba Black Sheep, that starts the same way, doesn't it? So if you look at my little note cards here, I drew my little sheepy guy, and I have B-L-A-C-K, sheep, for black sheep. Now some of us aren't ready to read yet, or we're having some struggles, and that's okay. On my cards, I gave you the word, but I also drew it with the color. So if you're not sure, you can look at the colors and say, oh, now I know what that is. So when we see this, black, that goes with our ba, ba. So we're going to sing that first one together, and then we're going to switch our colors. Are you ready? You can clap your hands. I like to kind of do it on my lap, whatever makes your heart happy. Okay, we're only going to do the verse. Don't try and skip into the chorus. Are you ready? Ba, ba, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full. Nice job. So as we move on, we'll have a new color. And you might notice that I made a little sheep. On the next one, it'll be a different color. So if you look at that sheep, what color is that? I can see, I think it's R-E-D, red. So when you look at the beginning of this word, that's not a B, that's an R. And that sounds like rah. So we're going to sing rah, rah, red sheep. Want to give it a try? Rah, rah, red sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full. Nice, easy peasy, right? We're not going to do all the colors. I'm just kind of giving you a few of them so you can practice at home. So on the next one, we're not going to sing it. We're just going to talk about it. So this color is what? Look at my little sheepy guy. My word, G-R-E-E-N, green. So for this one starts with that G, that G sound. So we would sing ga, ga, green sheep. The next one, this one was tricky. My Y-E-L-L-O-W marker didn't show up, so I had to use gray. This is yellow sheep. And this Y sounds like ya, ya. So then our song would go, ya, ya, yellow sheep. The next color, does anyone know what that one is? P-U-R-P-L-E. It's kind of tiny up there in the corner. Purple sheep. So that starts with that P sound, so we would sing pa, pa, purple sheep. This next one, tricky, tricky. What color is that one? O-R-A-N-G-E, orange sheep. What in the world are we going to do for that one? Starts with an O, but it's kind of a partner with that R. So I'm going to say orange sheep. Tricky, right? And then the last one, my favorite color. If you've been my student before, you should know what my favorite color is. Are you ready? You ready? What's my favorite color? B-L-U-E, blue sheep. And this one we'll do again so we can finish our song before we get to our book. So this one starts the same way as black. Blue and black both start the same way. That means we'll end our song with ba, ba, blue sheep. Are you ready? Ba, ba, blue sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full. And that's how you review your colors with a silly little song. Now at home, if you don't have fancy schmancy cards like this, you can make them. So this little sheep, I just looked on the internet and found some ideas on how to make my little sheep faces. If you don't have cards at home, you don't have to use cards. You could use crayons. You could use markers. You could use tubes of paint. You could use a book cover, a piece of wrapping paper, a t-shirt, whatever you have that are different colors. You could even try and trick your grown-ups by giving them stripes to choose from. That might be fun. So next week, when we do our Wednesday video, our project that I'm going to show you has got to do with colors. So it might be a good idea for you guys to be reviewing at home, okay? So those are our colors. Who remembers how to say good? Remember? Good. Nice job. So we're going to read our story now. This story I picked up when I started teaching pre-K like a million years ago when dinosaurs roamed the earth. And it's called The Pout Pout Fish. And I loved this story. It was so silly. And the first couple of times I read it, it was hard. It was kind of a tongue twister on my mouth. So I've had a lot of practice with this book. And I think this book is so great. Number one, it's fun to read. But if you look at the illustrations, the illustrator did a really great job. And we look at our Pout Pout fish here. He looks awfully pouty, doesn't he? Can I see your best pouty face? My pouty face. This is my pouty face when I say, oh no, we don't have any coffee. Pouty. So we're going to read our story and figure out why that Pout Pout fish is quite so pouty. Let's see. Deep in the water where the fish hang out lives a glum, gloomy swimmer with an ever-present pout. I'm a pout pout fish with a pout pout face, so I spread the drearies all over the place. Blub, blub, blub. I totally forgot to ask you to help me read. So on the other pages of our book, you'll have the pout pout fish doing this. Blub, blub, blub. So when you see those words, read them along with me, okay? Along comes a clam with a wide winning grin and a pearl of advice for her pal to take in. Hey, Mr. Fish, with your crosstown frown, don't you think it's time to turn it upside down? Says the fish to his friend, nice thought, Miss Clam. I hear what you're saying, but it's just the way I am. I'm a pout pout fish with a pout pout face, so I spread the drearies all over the place. Blub, blub, blub. Now along comes a jellyfish. He floats through the ocean, his tentacles all trailing in a gentle locomotion. Hey, Mr. Fish, with your daily scaly scowl, I wish you wouldn't greet us with a grimace and a growl. Says the fish to his friend, Mr. Jelly, I agree. I'd like to be more friendly, but it isn't up to me. I'm a pout pout fish with a pout pout face, so I spread the drearies all over the place. Blub, blub, blub. Along comes a squid, quite a slender, squiggly sight. She is squirmy, she is squelchy, she is slightly impolite. Hey, Mr. Fish, you kaleidoscope of mope, what about a smile, a little joy, a little hope? Says the fish to his friend, Mrs. Squid, I would try. I haven't any choice, take a look and you'll see why. I'm a pout pout fish with a pout pout face, so I spread the drearies all over the place. Blub, blub, blub. Along comes an octopus with 8 great arms, covered on the underside with tiny sucker charms. Hey, Mr. Fish, let me tell it to you straight. Your hulky-bulky sulking is an unattractive trait. Says the fish to his friend, Mr. Ate My Chum, with a mouth like mine, I'm destined to be glum. I'm a pout pout fish with a pout pout face, so I spread the drearies all over the place. Blub, blub, blub. Now, along comes a fish in a silent silver shimmer. The gang has never seen before this bright and brilliant swimmer. She approaches Mr. Fish, but instead of saying hey, she plants a kiss upon his pout, and then she swims away. Mr. Fish is most astounded. He is just aghast. He is stone-faced like a statue, and then he blinks and speaks at last. My friend, said Mr. Fish, I should have known it all along. I thought that I was pouty, but it turns out I was wrong. I'm a kiss-kiss fish with a kiss-kiss face for spreading cheery-cheeries all over the place. So I'll mwah, and I'll mwah, and I'll mwah, mwah, mwah. And that's that. So Pout Pout Fish, first of all, was he really a Pout Pout fish? No, he was choosing to be pouty. He had a big old mouth like that. He said, this mouth is frowning. He chose to be a pouty fish, but he didn't have to. He was a kiss-kiss fish the whole time. So while you're stuck at home, maybe away from friends and people you want to hang out with, it's easy to get pouty. I know I get pouty. Some days I say, no, I don't want to put on normal clothes. I don't want to wear my pajama pants all day. And then I say, no, I can't do that. I have things to do. So I take my shower and I drink my coffee and I put on my normal clothes and I come and do videos for you guys and have a good time. Meet with my co-teachers, make other people laugh, send them fun messages. I'm going to spread my cheery cheeries all over the place. Okay? I hope you can do the same at your house. So next week, like I said, on Wednesday, we're going to do our good morning song and we'll work on a project that has to do with color. So make sure you're reviewing them at home, even if you don't sing my song. Okay? Don't forget to stay safe. And to definitely be kind, definitely be creative. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.